Okay, we're now at key six, financing your deal. All right, very important. This is now where we're talking about the money. How are we going to pay for this thing? And there are many ways. You may be doing a conventional loan, as I mentioned in the previous video, FHA, which stands for Federal Housing Administration. That'll be a product that you'll have to submit a lot of paperwork. They'll need to see your tax returns, bank statements, identification, so forth. They'll be asking for your pay stubs all the way up until the point that you close. The close is when you sign off and you finally now purchase the property, sign a bunch of paperwork and so forth. Uh, with financing the deal, there are different ways to go about it. You may be a person that has the means that you can pay for it, or maybe you're partnering with someone. Um, you may go the FHA route. You may do hard money. Hard money is where you have lenders, especially lenders who are backed by institutional investors who have a lot of capital. And a hard lender will, the nature of it is it's a short term loan, anywhere from 12 months, maybe even down to 9 months, 6 months, even 3 months, and it'll be a high interest. So that's what we did on our deal. That same two family that we've been talking about. We got a hard, we got in contact with this hard money lender. I did not know about this company, but someone on the seller side had reached out and let me know about them. This is why it's important to communicate and let people know what you need, because now we have that connection with them. And it went really well with that company. So the hard lender they'll require a scope of work, which is your plan. And you know what? That's for the next one on the rehab process. But anyway, there's certain things that they're going to need before they actually say yes, we'll fund this deal. They're going to look at the investor, what kind of experience they have. Have you done past projects, so forth. They're going to send that inspector to take a look at the property, so for all of these things to make sure, what's the value of the property at this time and what could it potentially be once it's renovated, because that's what they do. That's what they did for the project that we had. So once that's done, and also at this time, you're still in due diligence. You got to get a deposit in if you haven't already done so. Usually it's five grand to the seller side. This way, it's an earnest money deposit. This way they know that, hey, you're serious. You've put some money down. You got some skin in the game, and you're not just messing around, because there's a lot of people that will take up a lot of people's time, kicking tires and stuff like that, and they're not really serious. So that's why they ask for the deposit. Usually, though, if the deal falls apart, you should get that deposit back, but check. This is why you also need an attorney. So you want to make sure that you're protected there. So with the hard money lender, they won't ask for as much paperwork as opposed to, like, if you go the FHA route, but they will ask for some paperwork. They'll do a background check. They'll check your credit. They got to see who you are. They don't know you, and they're lending you money, so they got to know, right? Because these guys, these lenders, some of them have their own funds. A lot of them have institutional investors, people like, let's say, on Wall Street, that have a lot of money to play with to put in the market. So they got to answer to their investors. So very important. And then you have some private lenders. Private lenders may also charge a higher interest, but they may not have the same criteria. They may not be as strict. There is money out there. Some people, if they're doing bigger deals, they put groups together. They put what we call syndicates. They do syndications, where they get a group of people together and they collect money, and that's more involved. That definitely involves specific legal advice to do that. Those are big. Those are for bigger deals, millions of dollars. But our property that we're talking about, it was under 200,000. We put a deposit down with a lender, picked up a certain amount, and usually they'll do about 70% loan to cost. So the whole loan of everything, what the property is what the property cost is, plus what it costs to fix it, they'll do maybe anywhere in this day and time right now, 65 to 70% of that total, and then you'll have to come up with the rest of the money. So, but it's important to speak to a lot of lenders. Get out to those meetings that we talked about, those real estate meetups and so forth, and meet people because there are a lot of people out there with capital that they want to put to work. And real estate, although nothing is a given, nothing is 100% certain, real estate is still time tested, one of the best investments that you can ever make. And that's why you still have people years and years and years later, they're still investing in real estate because it's as sure a performing asset as you can get. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. On the next one, we're going to go over the rehab process. Thanks.